Hello, my name is Pierre Remy Nshimiyimana. I'm a student at Southern New Hampshire University doing bachelor's degree of art in business, OFA concentration in logistics and operation management. So I've conducted the research as part of my BA research module on the impact of innovation management on the employees' productivity and performance in a startup, where my case study was PCP Casual Limited. So in this presentation, I'll be talking about the motivation behind choosing that topic, the problem statement, which is actually the problem I was trying to solve, hypothesis and objective of research, population, sample size, and sampling strategy that I have used, presentation of the key findings, problem identified and practical solution, and the contribution of the skills acquired to the research process. And finally, I will provide a conclusion and recommendation on what can be done to ensure that the problem that I was researching in general is really solved. So as I told you, I had the motivation to do this research, especially in this case of pandemic, where many businesses are required to innovate because there is a strong and tough competition in the market. So when business fail to innovate, it automatically means that it is going also to fail in the end. However, when business has innovation management system in place, the innovation is really ensured and also can make the business be unique, which will contribute to its overall success in the environment in general. However, when it comes to startup businesses, they may have problem of resources and which are not enough, and capabilities which may not be available. So there needs to be a careful attention of what really needs to be done in order to make sure that the startup cannot implement the system which is unnecessary. Going to the problem statement, which is actually the problem I was trying to solve throughout this research. Basically, about 80% of startups in India fail during the inception period. This is basically due to the fact that most of them don't innovate, and they may also have the problem in the management due to issues of poor management. They may not be controlling efficiently their resources. They may be having any other problem related to management of the business resources and people, which ultimately will lead business to failure during the inception period. So this is not only the reason, but also executives going to executive. About 84% of executive agree the importance of innovation management and to the growth of the business, but only 6% are satisfied with innovation performance, which means that there is still a big gap in the results they find in their expectation. But also 44% are really ready to deal with all the challenges faced when they implement a new system, innovation system in the businesses. So this prompted me to think of a way of going to the field and test really how the innovation management affect the business, and be able to find the recommendation what can be done to make sure that the business is going to succeed in a fast-paced environment. So the hypothesis and objective of this research, my hypothesis was that innovation management improved the employees' performance and productivity in a startup, where my objective was actually to inspect the importance of innovation management in general on employees' performance and productivity. And I would do that through specific objective by evaluating and analyzing the impact of innovation management in a startup, and also identify some challenges and provide the recommendation at the end of my research. So the population that I have used are the people or employees of PCP Kazi Limited, where my sample size was 11 participants, and the simple random sampling strategy has been used to make sure the process is simple and also it can produce efficient results at the end of the research. So part of my key findings, first of all, I have used about 55% of male participants, and about 55 also percent were specifically having the years ranging in 21 to 25 years old. And about 73% of the participants have attended higher education, which means university. They have bachelor's degree and above. So continuing with the findings, I also came to find that most of the employees agree that the innovation management affect the company productivity to the high extent. And this was also basically coinciding with the fact that majority of the participants accept the importance of innovation management in addition to the other research that has been conducted which prove that also the executive see similar things. So it was not only that, but also I was wondering why people prefer innovation management. From this figure, as you can see, about only 81.8% really agree on skills upgrading and more efficient in work, which means that when innovation management is put in place, there is a big room for skills upgrading, and also efficient work is really promised. And also, based on this research, what was really exciting is that reward isn't necessarily the main reason why they need innovation management. Even if employees introduce something in a business, they are expecting to see some kind of raises or remuneration addition, adding values, and also and so forth and so on. But specifically innovation management, from my research, came to realize that they only have only 18.2%, which is a very small percentage. So I was also wondering, how does innovation management affect the productivity of a startup, where I came to realize that almost 90% and above agree that innovation increase the productivity of a startup, which is really good things this research has been able to notice. And also, not only that, but also the best benefit of innovation management to the company. I came to realize that there are a lot of benefits employees can get, including retaining top talent employees, but the bigger shares were given to showcasing business value, which means that if the business has innovation management in place, it is really a way of attracting people outside to see what the business can achieve, and based on the capabilities and the capacities, they are really ready to provide some kind of innovation needed on the market in timely manner. And also here are the problems that have been identified throughout this research, where in some cases, specifically in my cases, there is a problem of few resources. There is also few priority on innovation. There's also inexperienced team. There is also bad business model. There is also lack of established work system and procedures, which are all found in this startup I have worked on. However, going to big picture and big reasons why the business or innovation may fail, because they have had some failed innovation, like lack of flexibility in system, where people are not going to be able to introduce innovation and try it before they can be allowed. There may be also disengagement of all team members, where some people seems to be concerned, others may not. There is also a problem of inconsistent system, which is changing. However, may not be matched to other businesses. There is also problem of poor management and also problem of poor follow-up on innovation. This has been the character of some of the reasons that has been identified through checkups and follow-ups that has been conducted on the failed innovation in this startup that I have used in my research. Also, going to practical solution, considering all the problem I have showed in previous presentation, in previous slide, I came to realize that this problem can be solved by considering four things and combining them. So the first one is innovation management, to have this system in place which is flexible and have kind of incentives to people who really performs well, but also be able to have the way to challenge the difficulties they may have in innovation management. They also need to have accountability system, which actually essentially deals with follow-up, having follow-up and performance management to ensure that is this really innovation making an impact we're aiming for, or what can we change based on accountability and clear system that are in place. Also come to find that in some businesses they may need also to do market research to know what customer really needs and what value can we create to make sure that we produce innovation that are really needed on the market. And also they also need to have expectation management, where we can have like innovation meeting weekly to see what can be done or what has been achieved or what can we improve on our innovation management system. So, acquired contribution of the skills acquired to the research process, I may include public speaking and writing skills, which essentially helped me in report writing, and also I will talk about data analysis, running BA research and projects, which helped me to collect data efficiently and also to analyze the information from various resources, because I have done a different project that is similar to this one, and also ensure that the findings on the internet can really help me do my research. And finally, time management has also played a key role in helping me ensure success, because I was also able to plan and schedule all the things in time. So as part of conclusion, I would say that the innovation management is possible in a startup business, and also I would ensure that innovation management improve employees' performance and productivity in a startup. So as a recommendation, I would recommend business to work on its accountability system to make sure that it is really improved and efficient, and also make sure that to improve its existing innovation management in place. This is the references for appreciation and acknowledgement of the resources that I have used in this presentation. If someone needs more information, you can visit them. And finally, thank you so much for being with me throughout this presentation.